Lotto Rokel to jump center against Jordan Ross, and the opening tap is controlled by Brigham Young. Sydney Benali, freshman, runs the point. Here she is, number 2. Skips it over. BYU looks for the first 3, can't get it. It's a miss by Cambry Barber. And you take a look at the starting 5 for Houston. TK Pitts, number 2 scorer, averaging just over 9 points a game. Brianna Peguero, number 3, scored 9 points a game. Again, no one averaging in double figures. Kendall Hunter went for 19 points in the meeting earlier this season against BYU.
And Hunter has been their most efficient outside shooter on this season. Can they get some balanced scoring here this afternoon is the question for Houston.
Saw Jay Jones, the freshman, getting the start. Her 14th this season, her first start since the 21st of January. Rokel using that length to get the rebound. Gibbs steps into a 3.
BYU is 3rd in the Big 12 in offensive rebounds. Really important for Houston to keep body on body and keep them off the glass here. BYU is 3rd in the Big 12 in offensive rebounds. Really important for Houston to keep body on body and keep them off the glass here.
Here's Ross. Kick it outside. 3-pointer for Jones. Rattles in. So the freshman Jay Jones getting the start, knocks down the 3-pointer to get Houston on the board. You just take a look at the starting 5 with Gibb leading the way. Barber getting her 4th straight start. BYU is without Mariah Hutchins, who's been battling an injury, unable to go here today. Rokel 13th in the conference in rebounding, leading the team in that category. Kendall Hunter will pick up the personal foul. And that will send the senior from Hanover, Germany, to the free throw line. Quite the path to get to BYU. College at Charleston the last 2 years, but started her career at Central Connecticut State. Beautiful New Britain, Connecticut, before coming to BYU.
So for the most part, she's seen most of the country throughout her college
You know,
experience.
if you've got that student visa, you want to max it out. You want to try a little Connecticut. You want to try a little South Carolina. You want to try beautiful Utah. Why not?
And so on the made free throw, BYU extending their pressure defense.
It's a rebound for Gibb. Little slide at the free throw line. Something we're going to be keeping an eye on here with this unique surface. Hasn't been used in competition before. It was used at NBA All-Star Weekend a couple of years ago for the dunk contest. Has been used overseas. There you see a guy who could fill it up in his playing days. BYU alum, class of '09. Lee Cummard, who's in his first season as the BYU head coach.
What a job Lee and his staff have done this season. Already 20 wins, their most wins since the 2013-14 season.
It's interesting, he was an assistant here last year, but moved over to the head coaching job after a BYU team picked up 13 wins last year, 20 wins this season for BYU.
One of the most fun-filled shoot-arounds that we saw yesterday.
They were having a good time.
They were focused, but there was a lot of fun to be had.
Tie-up, possession arrow will keep it on this end of the floor. Matthew Mitchell back coaching on the sidelines. I knew not to bring out my best suit today because I would lose the battle with Matthew if we were going head-to-head. First season as the Houston head coach. Of course, spent 13 successful seasons at Kentucky. His final season was 2019-2020, so back into coaching after 5 years away. Off the turnover, here's Brigham Young into the front court.
Well, it's nice to have Matthew Mitchell back on the sideline. One of the good coaches in our game. He just needs time to build this Houston program back.
That pass is off the mark. BYU trouble with turnovers this season overall, averaging 17 a game, 18 a game in Big 12 play.
Can I just make one comment?
Yes, go.
Even
you can make more than one comment. It's a 2-hour game.
That suit that Matthew's wearing, I don't think you can wear it like Matthew.
You don't think that's my style?
No.
The follow-up question is, what is my style? But I'll ask you not to analyze that, please. Peguero launches from deep, and it'll be BYU basketball. BYU's last game Was impressive finish. They beat Colorado Saturday in Provo, 75-62. They outscored the Buffs 27-6 in the fourth. The BYU wants to get into the NCAA tournament. A rebound for Pitts. They are in must-win mode now. They probably got to win a couple of games here in Kansas City. Charlie Cream has them in that group of next 4 out in his latest bracketology.
Well, I asked Lee Kamard yesterday, I said, what's your messaging been to your team? Because you've been on the bubble for a while now, and he said it's old and it's what we all say, but it is the next game's the most important because there is no run to a championship. There is no multiple wins if we don't take care of Houston here this afternoon.
Now, some interesting scores developing today across the country. Stanford already lost, so Charlie updated bracketology. He put Stanford into the next 4 out category, which is where BYU started today. That is, if you've lost and you're in next 4 out, that's it. It's over. In Charlie's eyes, of course, we'll see what the NCAA committee says. But for Lee and his team, and to your point, and even though he's a young first-year head coach, he's been around the game enough.
Yes.
Nothing matters tomorrow, the next day, or the day after if you don't beat Houston here today.
Well, and I think just as importantly for BYU is they need to get a quad 1 win. They are 0 of 4. To me, that was the most glaring thing on that graphic. That was they're tied for most wins in terms of quad 2. But again, what you want to do as a coach, as a player, take it out of guesswork on Selection Sunday and make sure you've done what you need to do in advance.
A couple of costly losses. Lost at Arizona, lost at home to Cincinnati. Bearcats closed the game on a 14-2 run. Both teams struggling to take care of the ball in the opening moments here. 3 turnovers on the last 4 possessions for BYU. They've got Olivia Hamlin on the floor, outstanding freshman, honorable mention all-conference and all-freshman team selection in the Big 12.
Well, Eric, right now, Houston's defense is very disruptive. They're getting up in passing lanes. They are trying to speed BYU up, and so far it's been successful.
Abdul Rahim on the floor for Houston in a 4-4 game. Already 4 turnovers for the BYU Cougars. Abdul Rahim tried to keep it alive, but it's controlled by BYU. Here's Gibb. Gibb makes the adjustment, and she'll go to the free throw line as Peguero picks up the personal.
There are some players who are shooters. Delaney Gibb is a scorer. She knows how to either get herself to the free throw line or get high percentage looks, and she can shoot at every level.
You can tell someone is coming onto the floor a little excited about checking in and forgot to take off her warm-up shirt. That's Kira Merchant who checked in, and somebody had to yell to her from the bench. So here is Gibb, who was the unanimous selection as the freshman of the year in the Big 12 last year. This is how Kiara checked into the game.
I like it.
That's a 6-on-5 for BYU with all white, if you look at it that way. But
doesn't matter,
hey, you're
time,
excited.
place, or what I'm wearing. I'm ready to play.
Shunen Umeli will come on for Houston. And here is the pressure in the full court after the made free throw. Pitts will check out. And Umeli. Kayla King. On the back cut, tough one to handle. Last touched by Houston. It'll be BYU basketball.
I think they wanted that back door, wasn't there. That was kind of a forced pass there by Enyumeli.
Both teams, a lot of early substitutions. Bula Youssef is on the floor. I know you've been very impressed with her game, the freshman in the post for the BYU Cougars.
There's a lot of good freshmen in this league, but in terms of upside, I do think Youssef might have some of the most.
Gibb knocks it away from behind. It'll be Houston ball. United States, as I mentioned before, slam dunk weekend in the NBA a couple of years ago. It's been used overseas.
Eager to see what Houston would do out of that timeout there. When you struggled offensively, can you get an easy score on the baseline out of bounds, and they couldn't.
Third turnover for Houston. 5 turnovers so far for BYU. Matthew Mitchell's team turning it over on average 19 a game.
And when BYU has had their struggles, especially in Big 12 play, their Achilles heel has also been turning the ball over.
Gibb splashes a three. She has 8 of the 9 points for BYU here in the first quarter. Abdul-Rahim. That won't drop. Scoring has been a struggle for Houston this season, averaging 61 points a game. That's last in the Big 12. And it's been a struggle so far here for the Cougars. 1 of 7 from the field and a foul called on Abdul-Rahim.
Can Houston win this game? Yes. Their margin of error is slim. And so every possession matters. They've got to take better care of the ball. Can they create extra possessions by getting on the offensive glass?
And that's going to be an illegal screen on Youssef. Well, what's the winning formula for Houston today? Obviously a major underdog, the 16 seed against the 9 seed. What has to happen? What's non-negotiable for Matthew Mitchell and his team today?
Take care of the basketball, because I do believe they have to get the possessions and have more possessions than BYU. The second thing is pretty much, you said it, no one gets to double digits on this team on average, but everyone needs to hit their average, because this is a BYU team. When they get hot, they can put up a lot of points.
And they have to hit when they get the opportunity, which is what Anyameli did, averaging 3 points a game. She gets a couple here. Had 8 points in the first BYU game. That was back on January the 10th. BYU had 5 in double figures, led by Gibbs' 19. Houston in transition.
I'll also say shot selection for Houston will be key, because you do not want to let BYU get out and run in transition and not have your defense set.
Gibbs shrugs off a defender, finds a teammate open for 3, but Hamlin can't hit, and a rebound for Abdul-Rahim. Merchant. Ross throws it out of the post. Inside of 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Second game of round 1. Merchant has a shot blocked by Youssef. 11 to shoot for Houston.
Well, Bola Youssef averages 1 block a game, so she's already got that much. Sees the dribble penetration, comes from the weak side, times it perfectly.
Piguero will put it into play. Merchant couldn't get it. The rebound for Cannon. Gibb transition 3. Nope. Ripped down by Pitts. Pitts, the best rebounder on this Houston team, averaging 7 a game. That's good for 11th in the Big 12. Abdul-Rahim on the turnaround, no. And another turnover for BYU. That's number 8. So I think it's been pretty clear for BYU this season. When they've struggled, they have struggled taking care of the basketball. That's no surprise. When you've watched BYU play their best this year, what has stood out to you about the Cougars?
A little bit quicker pace. They've scored both in the half court as well as off their defense. But they've allowed momentum to build, and the best way to do that, taking care of the basketball.
Offensive rebound and the putback. Good work inside by Jay Jones, the freshman, with her second field goal. Three-pointer, no good. Merchant rips down the rebound. Houston may be building a little momentum here. BYU struggled to take care of the basketball, but now they get it back. Hamlin with the steal and the finish.
Hamlin averages just under 5 points a game in transition. A lot of times it's from the steal, but she is so quick north to south in transition.
That was the first two-point attempt so far for BYU. All their other field goal attempts were from three-point land. Tough one for Abdul-Rahim to handle, and a foul's going to be called on Youssef. So she picks up her second.
Well, Houston's trying to push pace, but Hamlin reads the pass, keeps the ball active till she can gather it, and then just takes it coast to coast. Again, there are two Houston players trying to track her down. She had the foot head start. That's all she needed with her speed.
On the turnaround, won't drop in off the bid by Ross. One and done as BYU brings it back. Houston swarms Gibb. An open look for three for Barber, no. Rokel fighting for the rebound, couldn't get it. Houston comes away inside of a minute to go. Beautiful feed, but unable to finish was Ross, the dish by Pitts. Rokel cuts to the basket. That's taken away. Another BYU turnover. Pitts, too strong. I'd like to say it's controlled chaos right now, but it seems a little uncontrolled in the chaos department.
But I've got to say, this probably favors Houston. The pace of play right now. BYU just being really sped up, and their decision-making is showing that because it's resulting in so many turnovers.
9 turnovers in the quarter for BYU. Chance for a final shot here. Gibb turns it over. A 10th turnover for BYU. 2 seconds, 1. That beats the buzzer, and what a finish for Houston to close out the first quarter. They're down by 1 for BYU. Gibb leading all scorers with 8. Jay Jones getting her first start since mid-January with 7 to pace Houston. First possession, second quarter belongs to the Cougars, and guess what? Turnover. Kendall Hunter into the front court.
Eric, in BYU's 9 Big 12 losses, they've averaged 19 turnovers, and they've allowed opponents to score 19 points off of that. That would be more than a third of what Houston averages. And for a team that struggled offensively, BYU is giving them opportunities that BYU honestly can't afford to provide the opponent.
Tipped out of bounds by BYU. 6 to shoot for Houston. Gibb will check out. Four to shoot. Pitts has to do it. Can't get it to drop, and a rebound for BYU. Benali into the front court, left open, will try a three. 25% beyond the arc this season for the freshman from Albuquerque. Figueroa couldn't get it to drop. Benali's got the rebound. Cold shooting continues for the Cougars. Came in averaging 37% from the field on the season. 16th in the 16-team Big 12. Benali, good find. Rokel on the cut.
I think for Houston, they need to get some ball reversals. Matthew Mitchell will call a lot of sets from the bench, but they've got to make sure they're meeting passes and setting solid screens in these sets.
Hunter will launch and miss the mark. BYU basketball as Gibb will come back on.
Well, for BYU, it's just screen and roll, and you see the rotation of the big to take the guard off the on-ball screen. This time, no one for Houston comes from the weak side because there's no one there. That's a nice adjustment by BYU to leave Rokel the only one on the weak side off the roll.
Benali will try again and make it. First points for Benali, averaging 7.5 a game.
Benali, just another one of these great point guards in the Big 12. That's just a freshman.
Figueroa surveying. Knocked away. Good defensive play made by Cannon. Off to Barber. Benali just to take off the dribble. Good hands by Figueroa to knock it out of play for Houston.
It's really key for Houston right now. It's just keep playing together as a team, both on the defensive end as well as the offensive end. The ball's starting to stick a lot on the offensive end.
BYU turns it over again, and a foul's going to be called on the take by Pitts. And she'll go to the line to shoot a couple.
You just see Delaney Gibb just bounces the ball off her foot and then slips with that left foot. That allowed TK Pitts to get out and run in transition.
Rocco picks up her first personal, and the senior from Tulsa, who played at SMU the last 3 years, will head to the free throw line. Really tough to gauge on that first meeting between the two teams because Houston was shorthanded. Pitts was out, Peguero was out. Because Abdul-Rahim was out because they were serving a one-game suspension after getting fighting ejections against Kansas State the game prior. So it was a shorthanded Houston team, dressed just 6 in that game against BYU.
Well, I asked Lee Kamara, I said, what do you take from that first game? He said nothing. They were shorthanded, and it was so long ago. We know we have to be ready to play here today.
The winner here today takes on Utah tomorrow in round 2 of the Phillips 66 Big 12 Women's Basketball Tournament. Kansas State, the first team to move on to round 2 with a convincing victory over Cincinnati to get things started here in Kansas City. Turnover by BYU. Houston in transition off the mark. Well, BYU can't take care of the basketball, but Houston can't make them pay for the turnovers.
I mean, 13 turnovers for BYU and only 8 points off of those miscues so far from Houston. Houston's forcing the turnovers. I haven't been exactly impressed with their decision-making when they've gotten into the offensive end.
Good defensive play coming in for the block is Jay Jones. Jones has played well here getting the start for Houston, but a foul's going to be called on Merchant.
Eric, the one thing about Houston, and we saw this all season long watching them against other opponents, they play hard. Has never mattered the score, has not mattered the record. They play hard for Matthew Mitchell. Playing hard, though, also needs to result in points when you're playing so hard to turn the opponent over, and that's just what hasn't happened consistently here today.
Ross picks up the personal foul. Rocco fouled out of the Colorado game last time out. Scored 5 points in 18 minutes. That game just got away from BYU so quickly. From Colorado so quickly. That BYU just found another level, turned it up, and got a big win to close out the regular season. They bring a 3-game winning streak into the postseason as Houston gets the field goal. First field goal of the second quarter as Merchant gets it. To the basket for 2, Barber.
Barber realized that her defender was up tight on her, so instead of hesitating and picking the dribble up, she just attacked the defender.
Speaking of attacking, look at that take by Anyameli. She'll earn a trip to the free throw line. Rocco picks up her second personal foul.
Rocco with 2, Yusuf with 2. So BYU's going to go small now.
Entering the game for BYU, number 20, Braden Gunlock.
Braden Gunlock, the freshman from Big Fork, Montana, will come in. 24th game she's appeared in this season. Played just 1 minute against Colorado. But thrown on the floor early here with the Bigs having some foul issues for BYU. Anyameli, the sophomore from Houston, who played at St. Louis last season, averaged 9 points a game a year ago. Houston's last game determined the team that would play in this game here today against UCF. UCF won it 72-62. Houston had a 2-point lead at halftime. But it was a win for UCF, which means Houston is the 16 seed here in Kansas City.
Look how far out BYU is trying to initiate offense because of the ball pressure of Houston.
Gibb off the dribble to the basket. Good help on the block by Merchant.
And Houston has numbers if they hurry.
turned over. I think a warning has been given. A warning has been given here to the BYU bench and head Sunday.
And the best advice I have for anybody: win. That's the only thing you can control. The committee will make those ultimate decisions next weekend. But and I'll say this again for BYU: they need to advance in order to try to get a quad one win. That is the most glaring thing on their resume that I can tell. Now, this team is also capable in terms of an offensive perspective of getting hot and making a run. But it's hard to get hot if you're turning the ball over.
Here's the thing, too. You know, you can just say win. Of course, you have to do that. I understand that is 1, 2, and 3 on the to-do list. But you will have your eyes on what's happening elsewhere in the country as Abdul Rahim is off the mark. And one game of great interest to the bubble teams here in Kansas City is happening right now in Greenville, South Carolina, because Florida is blowing out Mississippi State in the fourth quarter. Mississippi State is in that group of teams last 4 in, according to Charlie Cream. So if you see those bubble teams getting bumped off in the opening day or opening days of the other conference tournaments, that's huge for teams here in the Big 12 hoping to have their names called.
And it's always about how are you playing at the end of a season. And so, again, this is why I think it's such a big game for BYU. Can they make it 4 in a row? Can they advance tomorrow and maybe make it 5 in a row? That says that you're going in the right direction.
Charlie Cream is doing hourly updates, it would appear, because he's already sent some updates. The last 4 byes, so these teams are in, according to Charlie. Then the last 4 in, those teams are also in. There's Colorado in the mix, but Mississippi State is in that last 4 in group. So they would slide into the next 4 out, one would assume. And then, well, we'll let Charlie figure it out. We're going to hear from Charlie a little bit later on, I've been told. So we'll get an update from Charlie on specifically BYU's path to helping themselves.
I go back to yesterday when I talked to Lee Kamara, and I was like, what are the keys for your team to win? And he said, we got to guard our yard, meaning defend one-on-one. We got to rebound the ball. And number 3, and he said, probably most importantly, we got to take care of the ball. Defensively, they've been good. They have held Houston just 16 points, but they cannot get any momentum going because of the turnovers.
Foul is called on Barber. That's her first.
Sean Agnabelli at the line, shooting 2.
Agnabelli to the free throw line to shoot a couple for Houston. We talked about it with Houston. You referenced it before. It's going to take time as Matthew Mitchell steps back into a head coaching role. I mean, he had 20 or more wins 10 times in his 13 seasons at Kentucky, 9 trips to the NCAA tournament. But we did talk to him yesterday and said, you know, from the time you last were head coach, you know, right when COVID was hitting, to now, think about this 5-year period. Has basketball, college basketball, changed more in this 5-year period than any other 5-year period, or let alone 10-year period? Absolutely not. You think about where this sport was 5 years ago, before the portal went crazy, before NIL, all the things connected with it. Gibb hits for BYU. Houston tries to counter. So it's a different game in just 5 years, a different sport.
Well, I remember when Matthew got out, Ryan Howard was going to be an upper class for him at Kentucky. Gone on to play in the pros, but signed her at a high school, developed her, made her into a pro. Now it's so much of one-year players in most of these programs. And this is why I'm celebrating some of these young teams, because I hope that we get to see them here 3 years from now as seniors, because imagine what these teams and programs will look like.
Scramble for the basketball. Piguero took a shot across the bridge. She's back behind the play, so no numbers here, but Agnabelli still going to try to take it to the basket. A scramble on this end of the court with bodies down. And now our attention turns to the backcourt to Piguero. It looked like she may have taken a shot to the bridge of the nose.
This is almost the temple. She ran into that shoulder.
I don't think the official is going to go to monitor here to check anything out.
They briefly discussed it, but the one official was right there on it, and he said no, there was nothing to look at.
Bank in a three, why not? A little shoulder shrug by Merchant. That three-pointer, oh, it's a two, so a deep two for Merchant, makes it a 2-point game.
See, Merchant's just showing you, it doesn't matter what she's wearing. She could hit that with the t-shirt still on.
The runner rattles in for Hamlin. Hamlin has been an impact scorer off the bench for this BYU team, averaging 12.5 points a game, second best on the team. Spinning around, and it finally drops for Houston. They've got the answer. Kayla King, the freshman from San Antonio, getting her first points. Hamlin, wide open three, got it. Five-point lead for BYU. Inside of 2 minutes to play, second quarter. Merchants counted for three. Merchant with 7. And once again, it's a 2-point game. Yusuf on the floor with the 2. Makes the move inside. Picked up her dribble. Can't get it, not done yet. Open look, Ben Ali. Can't hit the 3. Knocked out of bounds by Gibb. Houston basketball with 1:04 to go.
Well, for BYU, it's Gibb coming off of that on-ball screen, and you saw the rotation from the weak side. That left shooter open to knock it down.
Houston with a quick push. Merchant playing with a ton of confidence right now. We'll kick it back out to King. Merchant. Good feed and a good finish. Ross puts it in.
And what I love about that from Ross is she kept the ball high on the catch instead of bringing it low.
Tie game, final minute, second quarter. Gibb. Here's Hamlin. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Hamlin doesn't use the screen, goes to the basket, can't get it. Houston can take a lead into the locker room at halftime.
And Matthew Mitchell screaming to pull it out.
Pitts with 8. Houston's got to go. 6 with 4. Three-pointer on the way, no good, and it will be a tie game at halftime at 29. BYU turned it over 15 times. Take the reins here and push the Cougars over the top and pull off the major upset to continue along here in this week in Kansas City. Three-pointer to start the third quarter from Cannon. Cannon did not attempt a shot in the first half. She knocks down the 3 to put BYU up by 3.
They were looking for the overload. Houston was to lob it in, but good help side by BYU.
Jones couldn't get it to go. Scramble for the loose ball, picked up by the Cougars of Houston. Pitts. And Umeli getting the start here in the second half for Houston. 6 on the shot clock. Peguero can't get it. Offensive rebound, and Umeli got there. Off the mark, and a foul is going to be called on BYU.
Well, for BYU, we talked about how Houston's defense have been so active and great on the rotations. There's the blitz on the on-ball. Instead of the full roll, they do a short roll to get the ball to Rokel, who kicks it to the weak side for that 3.
7 offensive rebounds, by the way, for Houston, as Pitts can't hit on the reverse. 4-0 boards for BYU.
And Pitts is that player for Houston that I think they need to get going. A lot of times Matthew Mitchell will move her around for easy scoring opportunities.
Rokel on the drive for 2. Pitts, not much of a three-point shooter. Just 6 made threes on the season. That's off the mark. Gibb is a three-point shooter, but she can't hit. Piguero with the rebound, needs some help, has it with Ross.
Matthew Mitchell about to call timeout.
Timeout called. Will be the first game of the night session. Utah taking in the game. See a lot of players around as well. Iowa State hanging out in there. Foul's going to be called out of the timeout called by Houston.
Matthew Mitchell plotting his team. That's all you can ask for. Can you execute out of the timeouts? Good execution by Houston.
It's going to be 3 free throws for Piguero as Benali picks up her first personal. .75% from the free throw line for the grad student from Houston who played at Troy last season. He's gone for 20 or more twice this season. Did it in back-to-back games against Colorado and against Kansas. Brings Houston within 2. Benali tries to take Piguero and will take a trip to the free throw line.
Benali knew that she was getting crowded way out beyond the 3, so she just puts the ball on the deck and draws that contact.
Second personal foul on Piguero. And here is Sydney Benali heading to the free throw line. She has started each game this season for BYU. .29 minutes a game, so a lot on the freshman's shoulders to run the offense here for a BYU team averaging 70 points a game. Never better than they were in the fourth quarter against Colorado when they shot 67% in the fourth, outscoring the Buffs 27-6 in that final quarter, picking up a big win to close out the regular season on senior day.
BYU extending that 2-2-1 and now falling back into the 2-3 matchup in the half court.
Abdul Rahim on the turnaround, too strong. Flip back from Barber to Gibb.
And so now we see Benali moving to the off-guard position, Gibb being the one to initiate the offense for BYU.
Barber, Benali will try a 3. Little too strong, and it's Pitts who gets the rebound. TK brings it across half court. 3-pointer is good. Piguero knocks down the 3. She was 0 for 5 from the field before knocking down that shot, and Houston within 1. Swarming Gibb. They find the open shooter in the corner, and that's a 3-pointer for Cannon.
Well, it starts with Delaney Gibb not forcing a pass until she was under control to get it out of the trap.
Quickly pushing back the other way. A foul's going to be called on BYU, and Anyemeli will go to the line.
Well, Houston goes to blitz the on-ball screen, and Delaney Gibb keeps that pivot foot down. And as soon as she clears the defense, quick pass out, the extra pass to the shooter in the corner.
On the other end, Barber picks up her 3rd personal foul, so the sophomore will go to the bench, and Olivia Hamlin will check in. Anyemeli to shoot a couple. Two for 2 for Shun Anyemeli. She's got 8. 2-point lead for BYU. Anyemeli gambled. Gibb tries to make her pay, but cannot. Gibb's got her own miss. Whiting, no. And it's going to be a foul called on Abdul Rahim, getting locked up with Rokel.
Gibb had that on-ball screen on the wing, and when she came off of it and cleared it, she had a straight line drive to the rim that she decided to settle for 3.
Second personal on Abdul Rahim. Kayla King comes on as Piguero will get a rest. Three-pointer, no good, and a rebound for Anyameli, and a foul called in the backcourt on Gibb.
BYU foul number 11, Delaney Gibb.
That's her first.
Fourth team foul.
Gibb has not scored in the second half after scoring 11 in the first half, averaging 18 points a game.
Well, BYU has moved her to initiate the offense now, moving Benali to the off guard. So I think that's part of it. But I think it's just some of the decision making. That's what I said a moment ago. She had a straight line layup that she decided to shoot the three on.
Merchant tries to take it at Gibb. Back out top. King can't hit. Abdul Rahim touched it last. It'll be BYU ball.
Now they move Gibb to the off guard. I'll say this again, spread the floor if you're BYU with this high pressure defense. As soon as you get a step, you should be able to get to the rim.
Gibb had Rokel for the moment, couldn't find her against the defense. Hamlin, tough shot, contact, free throws coming.
2 drives in the last 2 minutes by BYU that Houston's bailed them out. They've been on the hip and they fouled with their bodies, not the hands necessarily. Houston's just got to be more disciplined and let BYU go and make them make a tough shot.
Merchant picks up her second, and here is Olivia Hamlin. Mentioned before, honorable mention and all freshman team selection in the Big 12. Honors being announced yesterday by the league. Been playing well over the last 6 games of the regular season, 15.5 points a game. Started 9 when Gibbs was out with an injury. She's been off the bench since the start of league play. See some of the details for the freshman from Utah.
Well, I think it says a lot about Olivia Hamlin that, yes, she started the games that Gibb was out hurt. And when Gibb came back, Lee Kamara said, I think we're going to put her back in the starting lineup. And Hamlin was definitely okay with it. She will do anything and everything as long as BYU can win.
Rokel goes down hard. A foul's going to be on Ross for Houston. And Rokel limping.
26, Jordan Ross, for second personal.
But looks to be okay.
Well, ASB court here is very nice looking, but I don't think it's extra cushioned for a fall like that.
BYU by 3, approaching 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. The winner gets Utah tomorrow. BYU went 2-0 against the Utes this season. Gibb, good feed, Rokel.
Great decision by Gibb. Again, she's crowded so far away from the basket that she got the step.
And a blocking foul is going to be called. It'll be a trip to the free throw line for Houston 1 week.
Piling those big wins, and it has to happen right here, right now, in the Big 12 tournament.
Thank you, Charlie. It goes with what Christy was talking about, the 0 for 4 in quad ones and just needing to win games. But here's a little piece that could help teams like BYU, and they're not the only team here in Kansas City watching other results. Stanford was in the group of next 4 out, according to Charlie. They lost to Miami today. Mississippi State was the last team in Charlie's last 4 in category. Mississippi State lost in round 1 of the SEC tournament to Florida today. So those are things that can all help the teams here in Kansas City who help themselves. It's going to come down to that. I mean, if it's BYU Utah tomorrow, that's an elimination game, you would think, for the NCAA tournament without question. I mean, again, so much is going to happen at other tournaments as well, but those results that have already happened today are helpful to the teams here in Kansas City.
Absolutely, and then for BYU, the bottom line is you must win this game today.
Yes. And like Charlie said, today, tomorrow against Utah, and even if you beat TCU, the #1 seed in this tournament, it may not be enough. But if you're helped by other results, that's a good thing. And right now, BYU stringing together some buckets. And just like that, they're on top by 9. And they've got tons of momentum building here in Kansas City. A 9-2 run right now for BYU.
Well, the halftime adjustments by BYU with the screen on the ball offense, they've had at least 8 points of that just here early in the third quarter.
Rokel has her shot blocked, last touched by Houston. Maybe the biggest thing that's helped BYU here in this second half, they've taken care of the basketball. They had 15 turnovers in the first half. They have not turned it over here in the second half.
Yeah, really hard to score when you turn it over. And so credit the guard play, especially of BYU, in their decision making here so far in this third quarter.
Merchant with a good block. And Umeli leans in and one. Shun got the start in the second half, and that is something that is paying off dividends for Houston. She's into double figures with 10.
Shun came into today averaging just 3 points. She's been active, she's been aggressive for Houston, and this time scores in transition.
Foul on Gibb, her second.
Shun and Umeli at the line shooting 1.
Cannon checks out. So a 3-point play for Umeli. She's got 11, her season high 13. Her career high 26 came with St. Louis. Swung back out, pass to the corner, 3-pointer on the way. Won't drop. Following her miss is Barber.
BYU just looks so much more active here coming out from halftime.
Gibbs going to get called for the offensive foul.
Delaney Gibb just trying to create off the bounce, gets the step, and then you see with that right arm pushing off on the defender, trying to create space. The official right there for the call.
First turnover this half for BYU. And Umeli tried to move before she had secured the basketball. She turns it over. Rolling to the basket, Rokel turns around and finishes.
So offensively for BYU, it's been the screen on the ball and rolling offense. Defensively, it's been this 2-3 matchup that they've extended to full court and then dropped in. That's really giving Houston some issues.
Merchant to Pitts, good finish. Pitts gets called for the foul. First on Pitts. Both teams over the limit here in the third quarter. Abdul Rahim coming back on for Houston. She'll replace Jordan Ross. And Cambry Barber will head to the free throw line.
Barber at the line, shooting 2.
Mentioned before, 4th straight start for Barber. Averaging 4 points a game. She's on that number now. Arizona State could have some good rivalry games here. We'll start with that one. Could get BYU Utah tomorrow. That's great rivalry. Let's start with tonight. Arizona State, 6:30 Eastern. Brenda Van Langen, Andrea Lloyd on the call for the night session here tonight in KC.
Both new coaches in both programs. Overtime in the last meeting between Arizona and Arizona State. Arizona State so far 2-0 against their rival on the season.
Jump ball, it'll belong to Houston. First, Cannon will come back on as Gibb will head to the bench. 1:34 to go in the quarter. Gibb still holding at 11 points. Rokel leading the way with 12 for BYU. Benali also with 11. BYU brings the pressure into the backcourt. Pitts. Peguero, that's short. Pitts jumps in to get the offensive rebound. 8th O board for Houston today. Pitts couldn't get it, and she threw it off the back of the backboard. It'll be BYU basketball.
Most of the season, TK Pitts has been able to get points off of sets that Matthew Mitchell calls, moving her around against the player-to-player defense. Against this zone, it's been really difficult to get her high percentage looks.
Pass into Cannon. Benali slams on the brakes, backs it up. Cannon across half court. Into the hands of Benali. 15 on the shot clock when Brigham Young. Are they going to run the Princeton offense right here? Maybe I was thinking something here. Here we go.
How about little horns instead?
Benali kick to the corner. Three-pointer on the way. Cannon, no. BYU basketball with 40 seconds to go in the quarter.
Houston, not the deepest of teams. You're starting to see a number of players breathing hard on the floor. How much they have in the tank as we get ready to go into the fourth quarter.
Yusuf. First points for her today. And BYU on top of 10. First time they've been up a double figures today. Knocked away. Pitts got it. Too strong. Shot clock is off. Plenty of time here for BYU. Hamlin wastes no time getting to the basket. Here's Pitts. Pitts will launch for three. Doesn't get it to go, and that will do it for the third quarter. A very good third quarter for BYU. They put 27 by BYU in scoring. Cougars have 4 in double figures. The Houston Cougars. I'm trying to keep my Cougars straight, and I'm just like.
Well, and I think if you're a BYU fan, the biggest statistic in that quarter, only 2 turnovers after 15 in the first half.
Yusuf challenge, couldn't get it. No reset of the shot clock, and then she lost out of bounds. But here's the story, Christy. For the game, before that turnover, so there's now 18 turnovers for BYU. Off the first 17 turnovers, Houston's only converted it to 8 total points. That's not the ratio you're looking for to make a team pay for those mistakes.
Well, the other thing for Houston, they've had 14 shots at the rim. They've only been able to convert 6 of those. You got to make the high percentage baskets. This zone has been really good for BYU here at the second half.
Houston's not a great three-point shooting team. They'll try to get some points at the free throw line with Abdul Rahim. On average this season, Houston making just 4 threes a game. They've made 3 so far here today. So if you're a team like BYU, go to the zone. You're not facing a really good shooting team. But I think the point you made earlier, just the look of BYU was different coming out of the locker room on both ends of the floor.
I think they've been much more energetic. They've been much more active defensively. And I feel like their mind has slowed down offensively. I just felt like they were very rushed in that first half. And sometimes with youth, that happens. You want it so bad. It's the conference tournament. It's still the same game.
Yusuf stays on the floor after picking up her 3rd personal foul. Here's the pressure from Houston. Benali across half court. Numbers now for BYU. They get an open look for 3. Gibb just can't get it going offensively today. 11 points all in the first half for the leading scorer for BYU.
But Gibb can still impact this game with the assist, with the ball handling. She's just such a presence for BYU.
Pull up is off the mark. Rebound gets on the floor, and it's picked up by Houston. Tough take and finish. And Yumeli's been making tough baskets today. 13 points. That matches her season high, and now another BYU turnover. Pitts gets the roll. Points off turnover this time for Houston. And the Houston Cougars trying to fight back, now within 7.
Nice pass.
Ben Ali found a wide open Yusuf for 2.
Well, Houston's coming with so much pressure in the backcourt. That's what BYU needs to do, is just release and look for the long ball.
Pitts on the turnaround, yes.
Pitts is starting to find her stroke, and she knows where to go now against the zone. And she just picks up a quick foul.
That'll be her second personal foul.
So Houston's running just a man set against the zone, but instead of Pitts going all the way to block, she stops short, and they find her, and she turns it, has that turnaround jump shot.
And Pitts picks up a silly one in the backcourt, her third personal.
Houston foul on 0 to TK Pitts. Her third, second team foul.
Matthew Mitchell calls the press off.
Ben Ali. Gibb. Pitts takes it away. 20th turnover for BYU. Pitts on the other end, counted on the foul. Steal, score, and a chance to add to it at the free throw line.
TK Pitts is the best defender for Houston. Quick hands, picks the pocket of Gibb, and then she's just off, looking to score, sidesteps the first defender, shoots through the contact on the rotation of the second defender. Huge three-point opportunity now for Houston.
And the foul, Christy, on Yusuf. That's her fourth personal, so she'll head to the bench. Pitts was short, she knew it, but she couldn't follow up. Here's Hamlin. Hamlin showing some speed, but a little too quick as reaching back, unable to grab his Ben Ali. And a foul's going to be called on Delaney Gibb on the drive by Anyameli. Well, give Houston a lot of credit. BYU had the momentum. They outscored them 27-15 in the third quarter. They were up by 12, was BYU, but Houston pecking away. They've outscored BYU 9-2 here in this fourth quarter, and a chance to get a little closer with Anyameli at the free throw line.
Every game we've watched of Houston this season, it does not matter the score, they're going to give Matthew Mitchell the effort. And the thing about BYU is they're allowing Houston to hang around. That's a really dangerous team.
So Barber picks up her fourth. Anyameli with 14. Now Barber staying out there right now with the 4 personal fouls. Oh, they changed it. It's Gibbs 4.
Yes.
Okay, so just for a moment it was posted as Barber. I apologize. It's Gibb who's got 4, and she is on the floor with the 4 right now.
And Gibb just plays so aggressively, eager to see how she plays the next 7 minutes with those 4 fouls.
Ball's in her hands here. Aggressive take and make and one. First points of the second half for Delaney Gibb, and she'll be at the line.
Delaney Gibb, as I said earlier, is a scorer. She's going to create opportunities, gets her defender on her hip, sidesteps by the rotation of the weak side defender, draws that little bit of contact. Well, I'm not sure I saw contact, but still kisses it off the glass.
Jay Jones is the one who was called for that contact. Gibb can't hit. Rocol tipped it, but it's Anyameli who's got it. So Gibbs still out there with the 4, and now a blocking foul is going to be called. This is on. If you've got 4 fouls, you've got to get out of the area. Here's the big takeaway, though. Look who's on the bench right now. Gibbs on the bench with the 4. Yeah, this is like, whoa, 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 whoa. Who was that foul on? Because for a split second, they thought that was 5 on Gibb, and it was not. But she's on the bench now. So you've got 3 BYU players with 4 fouls and a lot of time to go, 6.5 to go.
And another primary ball handler, probably just as importantly for BYU, that's on the bench against the pressure of Houston.
Benali, she's been really good today, finding her shot and making it. 17 3-pointers, put 91 points on the board in the 91-66 win. They'll take on the number 5 seed Texas Tech tomorrow. The winner of this game will take on Utah tomorrow afternoon here in Kansas City. 2 games tonight, Arizona, Arizona State, UCF, and Kansas. All begins at 6:30 Eastern Time, 5:30 Central. 6 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Houston has outscored BYU here in the 4th quarter, 13-7. And it's out of bounds. It'll be Houston basketball. This is something that's been a familiar sight following this Houston team throughout the season. You look at their record, you see 1-17, 7-22, but I think every time I've popped on the tape and watched Houston, they have been fighting to the final horn. There has been no quit, and I think BYU has to be prepared for that today. The question is, does Houston have the firepower to get over the top here, even though they're only down by 6?
Well, most teams, you say 6 points, not a big discrepancy. For a team that's been challenged to score consistently on the season like Houston has, it'd be nice if they can cut into this deficit heading into the under 5.
So illegal screen called on BYU. That's another turnover for the Cougars. They've been piling up here. 5 turnovers in this 4th quarter. It was a big problem in the first half when they turned it over 15 times, including 10 times in the 1st quarter. Peguero can't get it to drop. And the foul's going to be called on Houston, fighting for the rebound as Braden Gunlock took the contact.
Yeah, they got Merchant trying to fly in there and get that second chance opportunity.
Remember, 3 players for BYU with 4 fouls, all on the bench at the moment. Here's Hamlin. Hamlin's good enough to be a starter. You can see as she attacks the defense and feeds it off to Rokel for 2.
Well, when Hamlin caught it, I was just like, go. And the defender was on her on the catch, but that's that north-south speed of Hamlin once again, just breaking through that entire press.
Rokel 14 points on 6 of 7 shooting. 3-pointer is no good. Once again, Houston fighting on the offensive glass, looking for a second chance opportunity. Rokel with the block. Thrown up and grabbed by BYU. Benali for Cannon. Benali sees an opening, can't finish. Rokel touched it last. Houston basketball.
Lily Hamlin just takes off against the press, sees and forces the middle of the defense to focus on her. Meanwhile, Rokel.
So there you have it. Unsuccessful appeal by BYU.
And we've seen that as well, where a player's like, I didn't touch it. But it depends on the replay review. It depends on the video that the officials are giving, and it wasn't conclusive.
Right. Flip the script here. If it was called out of bounds off of Houston and Matthew Mitchell appealed, same thing would have held true.
Yeah.
Not enough to turn it back the other way. So it's Houston basketball. 8-point game, approaching 4 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Day 1 of the Big 12 tournament at the T-Mobile Center in downtown Kansas City. Houston trying to pull off the upset after picking up just 1 win in conference play on the turnaround. That helps. Jay Jones, the freshman, first points of the second half, 9 in the game.
And so here's what both coaches were doing during that timeout as the officials were at the review. They're saying, if it's our ball, this is what we're running. If it's not our ball, this is the defense we're in. And Matthew Mitchell definitely got his offense set against the zone that last timeout.
Gibb coming in next dead ball for BYU. She's been on the bench with the 4 personal fouls. Tough pass and a little too aggressive by Jones, who makes the contact, and this will send BYU to the free throw line the rest of the way. Now, free throw shooting has not been a team strength for BYU this season. 71%, that's 15th in a 16-team conference, but they did make 23 free throws against Colorado last time out.
Rocco at 64% free throw shooter on the season. I mean, here's what I'm saying if I'm Houston. Box out. We expect a miss. Make sure you're not going to allow BYU to get a second chance opportunity with the offensive rebound.
I think officials were just confirming fouls at the scores table. Rocco off the mark on the first. Settles for 1 of 2. She has 15 to lead BYU in scoring. Here's Jones. Jones gets it to go.
I'm not sure BYU is on the same page with that press.
Attacking the other way. Hamlin with a quick 2. Closing in on 3 minutes to go. Merchant on the pull-up. Too strong. That was Pitts flying in. Got a hand on it. It was last touched by BYU. Great hustle play by Houston.
Effort makes up for a lot, and Pitt's not able to grab that rebound, but I think she altered Hamlin's ability to just to grab it and bring it in. Turnover for BYU.
Here's Pitts, the senior. Off to the sophomore, Anyameli, too strong. This rebound controlled by Hamlin. Hamlin wants just to get it and go, but she'll slam on the brakes across half court and get it to Gibb.
I mean, for the second half, that's been some of their better offense outside of the screen of the ball and roll with Rocco. Is Hamlin just putting her head down and going coast to coast.
Barber off the window for 2. 6 now for Cambry Barber. BYU up by 9. And a foul's going to be called on Houston on the drive.
Illegal screen there, it looks like.
On Jordan Ross.
Yes.
So Ross gets whistled for the foul. She'll check out. Pressure in the backcourt again here from Houston. 2:23 to go in a 9-point game. Looking for the long pass. Rocco was clotheslined by Abdul Rahim. And the official, and it will then be BYU possession with a brand new shot clock with 2:22 to go. So you add all those ingredients together, this is a huge sequence for BYU late in the game, up by double digits now.
Well, and I want to backtrack to the press breaker. Rocco coming back to the ball, and the heads-up play to throw it long in that moment. Huge momentum swing now for BYU.
BYU basketball. Rocco with it. Now for Gibb. Pitts extending the defense.
If you're BYU, you're in no hurry. The clock is on your side. For Houston, they must get a stop.
Kick out. Ben Ali doesn't get the roll. Abdul Rahim can't hold on to it. Gets the block though. Rejecting roll call, but it's picked back up by BYU. No reset of the shot clock. It's at 12. Hamlin looked like she was maybe going to dish it off, but instead got the finish, and the freshman with a big bucket that likely puts this one away for BYU. Largest lead of the game for BYU, but Houston won't give up fighting. Pitts and 1.
TK Pitts just taking it up strong, and more importantly for Houston, a quick score.
Rocco picks up her 3rd, and Pitts will head to the free throw line. 67% on the season. It's short. She can't get the rebound, and BYU has it.
Houston's got to extend the pressure here. Try to force a quick turnover.
Gibbs got it, defended by Peguero. Gibb will dribble as long as she can right now. Shot clock at 7. Gibb off to Hamlin, the freshman with 4, launches with 3. Can't get it. Fight for the rebound. Barber was in there for BYU. Pitts tried to rip it away. Jump ball. Possession arrow will give it to the Houston Cougars.
I'll say this much, though. Cambry Barber has been great on the glass today for BYU, up to 7 rebounds now. They don't get the ball there, but again, what it allows you to do is set up your full court defense and force Houston to use more time.
BYU a +10 in rebounding margin for the game. Here's Jones into the front court. 1 minute to go in the 4th. Peguero steps back for 3, can't get it. Pitts on the O board. 2 free throws coming.
BYU foul number 7, Olivia Hamlin. That's her first.
Houston.
Hamlin picks up her first personal.
TK Pitts at the line, shooting 2.
For Houston, Pitts needs to make these free throws. They've got to cut into this deficit, and I think Matthew Mitchell's sending a defensive unit to the table right now to try to get his defense set. If I'm BYU, I call timeout and advance the ball.
Pitts missed the first. Here's the second. BYU not taking a timeout to advance. They'll keep it in the backcourt, and here comes that defensive look for Houston.
Well, then my press breaker if I'm BYU is get Hamlin the ball and let her go.
Well, this could just be the white flag for Houston coming in, because Matthew Mitchell just gave TK Pitts a bit of a hug as she came out. Went down to Pat Abdul-Rahim on the shoulder, and I think that's it.
I agree.
Ben Ali dribbling the shot clock down to 7. Here's Gibb. Gibb with 4. 3-pointer on the way from Cannon is no good. Hamlin on the follow. 16 points for Hamlin. Good balance for BYU today when it comes to scoring. The game where they had to work. 26. Ross for 2. Shot clock is off, and BYU will dribble out the clock as Gibb takes it across half court. It was a bit of a lift for BYU. They didn't help themselves with the turnovers. 22 in all. Houston turned it over 11 times. But in the end, the BYU Cougars are moving on to round 2. A 76-66 win here in Kansas City.
First of all,